what? Like, these specs for that price, not bad, Canon, not bad at all. So Canon have made a potential game-changing move with the release of their R7 and R10 cameras. And with this video, I want to focus exclusively on the R7, as that camera has caught my attention for a few reasons. And those reasons are a 32.5 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor with dual pixel IF, 15 frames per second with mechanical shutter, and 4K up to 30 frames per second in-body image stabilization, 10-bit video with true HDR footage or C-Log, and a 1.62 megapixel dot fully articulated touch screen. All that for as little as $1,499. That is a lot of bang for your buck. And I feel like both of these cameras, but the R7 particularly, could be a game changer for Canon. And the reason being, if you break this down to its simplest form, you are getting a 32 megapixel sensor with really strong autofocus. You've got 4K at 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second photos, and C-Log video. And all these specs for an undercutting price of less than 1,500 bucks, body only. And this could be what the A6000 was for Sony, which brought so many people from the Canon or from other systems, migrating them over to the Sony systems with buying a body that could do so much for such little cost. I mean, we are seeing a lot of tech from the higher cameras being put into these cheaper bodies, such as the Digic X, which is like nuts that this is in such a cheap body. And the autofocus is inherited from the R3, so this is really good for tracking people, animals, and vehicles. And there is no record limit with this camera, so you can record for as long as your battery or memory cards will let you, which is nice. But how does this compare to the competition at the similar price point? Well, I'll leave a comparison table here from dpreview.com. Pause or jump back if you want to look at this table in more detail. And what are my thoughts on this camera? Well, first reactions, I would honestly say that this camera should completely knock it out of the park, just for the amount of tech you were getting for your price. It's high-end tech in a cheaper body with the ability to upgrade if desired. So first looks, this camera looks wild, and it is focused obviously more towards photographers and journalism, sports, I guess, but with a more wider reach to filmmakers, YouTubers, vloggers, streamers, and I am looking forward to seeing this camera in person. So that's it for today, just my first quick thoughts on the R7, and as always, a like and sub to this channel would be amazing. This is a new channel with new growth, and I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. And with that, I love your faces, and I'll see you next time.